Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my team-by-team 2013 schedule analysis and rapid predictions. This video is for the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have their bye week this week in Week 6. They have three primetime games. Week 4, Monday night against the Saints. Week 9, Thursday night against the Bengals. And Week 10, actually, the next week there, Monday Night Football against the Buccaneers. Other than that, the Dolphins' schedule was made up of teams, from their division, obviously, the AFC North and the NFC South. Their crossover games are versus the San Diego Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. As far as the schedule layout for the Dolphins goes, there's a 4-game stretch there. Games 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the season for the Dolphins that I could be tough for them. I mean, when you consider they open in Cleveland, which is a game they probably should win, but is not a cinch at all. After that game, they play at Indianapolis, home to the Falcons, at the Saints, and home to the Ravens. That's all before their bye. That's a tough 5 games to start the season out with. So that's a stretch that I think is really going to be big for the Dolphins, considering they made all these offseason moves. They're looking to take the next step. Ryan Tannehill's looking to take the next step. The whole team is, and that's a very key stretch there. Those games 2 through 5 of the season before their bye. They also play the Steelers and the Patriots back-to-back weeks in Week 14 and 15. That's another tough stretch for them. Let's take a look now, sort of game by game, and again, rapid prediction. First look at the schedule. A reasonable record, I think, for the Dolphins here. The Browns, I'm going to give them a win at the Browns the first week of the season, and then I'm going to give them 3 straight losses at the Colts, home against the Falcons, and at the Saints. Give them 3 losses there, but I'll give them a win at home versus the Ravens. Figure they'll win one of those 4 games here to run their record to 2-3. Then they have their bye. Then after the bye, they're home against the Bills, a win. At the Patriots, a loss. And then they have week 9, 10, 11, and 12. Home against the Bengals, at the Buccaneers, home against the Chargers, and then home against the Panthers. I have them winning 4 straight there in that stretch. Again, that's weeks 9 through 12. But then I have in weeks 13 through 16, I think the schedule gets a little bit harder for them, and I actually have them losing 4 straight games at the Jets, at the Steelers, home against the Patriots, and at the Bills. I think that's a pretty tough stretch for them as well. So I have them losing those 4 games, and then the last game of the year, home against the Jets, I have them winning. So I kind of have the Dolphins winning and losing in spurts here in this schedule. I think it's just how the schedule works out. They have some tough road games in conjunction with tough home games, which I think is always a problem for teams. I look for the Dolphins to go 8-8. If you add all those up, all the wins, the ebbs and flows of the season I just depicted, I have the Dolphins going 8-8, which I don't think is a bad record for the Dolphins, because I'm big on quarterback. Obviously, I know I'm not setting any trends here by saying the quarterback position is important, but you have a second-year quarterback, and I don't think right now, at least until I see it, I don't think you have a good running game. So I think to go 8-8 with all these new pieces, a second-year quarterback, and what I think is going to be a subpar running game, I don't think that's that bad for this team, especially considering the schedule they have to play. Being that the AFC North and the NFC South are pretty tough divisions to have to play. But so I see 8-8 for the Dolphins. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. You'll see I've uploaded over 400 videos here on YouTube, always covering the draft, the NFL in general, and obviously doing these schedule analysis as well. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day.